guys are on Facebook. We also have Facebook users. That's exciting. Okay, so today's training, you guys, is going to be on tips on booking. Okay, so bookings are the lifeline to your business. If you don't have anybody that you can sit across the table or over Facebook and share Mary Kay products with, you're almost out of business. I say almost because you can quickly get back going. Okay. So, bookings are like the lifeline. Okay. It's how we make money, y'all. It's how we sell product. It's how we gain new customers. It's a big honking deal to have bookings on your calendar. And I love recruiting bookings, but you guys, I also want you to remember, like, you signed up to do Mary Kay, maybe for a 50% discount, but here's the deal. We make 50% profit when we sell product. 50%. And that's a big honking deal. Okay. And so I want you selling product and having cash in your pocket. I don't want you to ever feel like you're broke, because you're not. You know why you're not? Because you have an opportunity to make money. So if you broke, it's because you have not been doing your job, right? I mean, that's the truth. Okay. So I just want to be honest with you guys. So I'm going to share I have 19 tips that I'm going to share about booking. Okay. And before I get into that, I want to talk to you guys. This is an index card box. So I'm going to tell you about 3 things that you need for supplies. Are y'all ready? So exciting. An index card box, index card dividers, and index cards. Okay. A box, the dividers, and your cards. Okay. So this thing right here is my favorite thing. I keep it in my car. I keep it in my car because, for example, today I was like 40 minutes early to the next appointment. Okay. Like, I parked at the grocery store parking lot right below her house because I was not showing up almost an hour early. Okay. She would have been like, what are you doing? I think 10 minutes is okay, but showing up like an hour early was crazy, right? So I pulled over in the grocery store parking lot. I locked my doors just to make sure I was safe. And I grabbed my booking box and I started doing, I didn't have enough time to really get through some calls, but I sent some quick text. Okay. So I did that. All you do, here's what's great about this box. Okay. So I number the tabs 1 through 31 because how many days? I mean, max amount of days that you can have in a month is 31, right? So 1 through 31. And then I do have an extra tab in here that says final. Okay, final. So all I did was I went to Walmart, okay, and they have these index cards that are like ABCs. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And they're usually for like organizing your contacts or something. I don't really know. But I just flipped them over because I couldn't find the ones that said 1 through 31. And when I did find them at Office Depot, they were like $30. And I thought, that's stupid. I'm not spending $30 on a tab dividers. Okay. So you can be bougie if you want to and like, make your own little index card dividers. I just went to the Walmart. Okay. And I flipped them over and I numbered them 1 through 31. So obviously they were ABCs. So I had to buy 2 packs so that I'd have enough. Okay. But that's 1 through 31. And then at the back, I have found these kinds. Okay. You can find these. These are paper. They're kind of flimsy. Okay. These are plastic. Plastic makes me happy because it's going to last. Okay. But I took these and I put, February, March, and April. Okay. I did that, and I have about 3 months and I take them out. I don't keep all the months in here because I can't, it's too much. It stresses me out. So anyways, so here's my explanation for this. Okay. The average is that on the 5th, okay, not the 1st, not the 2nd, not the 3rd, not the 4th, but the 5th attempt to call or send a text, that is when I get a booking or I get an answer. Okay? Because how often do you look at your phone and you respond in your brain and then you didn't text her back? You know what I'm talking about? Because, like, I do that a million times a day. At the end of the night, I have to go back through my texts just to make sure I answered everybody. Okay? People who don't do direct sales for a living don't go back through their text and respond. Just want you to know. They don't. Okay? So it is smart if you have contacts, even if sometimes, like, the only person who really answers me immediately is probably my husband and my mama. Okay? Like, everybody else, you know, they get to it when they get to it, and that's okay. That's normal. So what I want you to know is that I have scripts that are set up, and this is how I work my business. It's not being annoying. Okay? It's not pestering people because you're spacing it out. So here's what I do. I make a call. I leave her a voicemail if she has a voicemail, okay? Because I want her to know I'm a real person. Hey, girl, it's Nikki with Mary Kay. I'm so excited. I want to ask you a question. If you'll give me a call or text me, we can talk about it. That's it, okay? Like, that's it. The second thing I do after I leave her a voicemail is shoot her a text, okay? With pretty much, I just stick to the scripts. I don't even know what my script says because I have it programmed in my phone. The girls who are on Zoom, I want you to tell me, are you an iPhone or like Android person?
Android.
Android, okay.
iPhone.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony Lynn, what you got?
iPhone.
Okay. My Android users, I think you guys have like an app or a place where you can type in some notes and it'll save it on your phone, right?
Yes.
So type out your script, and all you'll have to do is copy that script and paste it, you know, for your text messages, okay? iPhone users, I'm going to rock your world if you've never set this up, okay? I don't think Android has something like this, but you guys are more than welcome to go YouTube it and find out, but I have no idea. But if you go to your settings in your iPhone, okay, just write down the steps because it'll be super easy to find. Settings, and then you go to General, and then you go to Keyboard, okay, and then you're going to click Text Replacement, okay. Now I have, I don't remember what this is. FF. What would that be? I don't know. Anyways, okay, so you can set it up. So I love to do what's called a lead generating event. It's just like where you go set up a booth at a vendor event, okay? And I let people enter to win facials with me, but they also are entering for this basket giveaway, okay? So then I'm getting new contacts, and I don't sell products at events because we don't want to steal customers. Does that make sense? Are y'all tracking? Like, I'm just letting people enter their info into a little drawing thing.
You don't sell?
No, we are not allowed to sell products at vendor events.
Okay. Even if you ask them if they have a rep?
So you got to be very careful. Don't have like your inventory laid out or anything like that. But if she's like, hey, girl, you know, I don't have a Mary Kay girl anymore. I really need some eye makeup remover. Just jot that down and call her up the next, you know, that after the event. That's what I would do. And just tell her I can drop it off as soon as I'm done. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but can you give them a catalog if they want?
Yeah. You can do catalogs. You can do business cards. Yeah, all that. Okay. So you can do samples if you want to. Like you can do any kind of stuff, like let them try some stuff, smell some fragrance, body care. But the purpose of a vendor event in Mary Kay is to get new names and phone numbers that you can book appointments with. Guys, I don't want to make quick sales that are for that one time. I want residual income. So I book an appointment with her, create a relationship with her. She's then going to buy from me for forever. Get what I'm saying? So we're going to get leads at a lead event, okay? And that's what I call them. So anyways, and if you get on a good vendor event, I think I spent $45 at this last vendor event and set up and everything. I left with 57 new names and phone numbers to book appointments with. Okay, that's a big freaking deal. That's more than $1 a lead or less than $1 a lead. So that's all my appointments have been for the past 2 weeks is from my lead event. Okay. So anyways, let me just show you one that hasn't been used. Okay. So the Mill Street vendor event is where it was. Okay. I do spin the wheel and see what you get for free that you can get at your appointment with me. It works really good. So that's what this lip gloss thing means. Okay. So I put her name and then her phone number. Okay. At the top. And then if she's already getting something for free from me, I put it right there. And then I just track my calls over here. Does that make sense? Like I called her on April 2nd. This is a brand new one. And I left her a voicemail, sent her a text. I called her 3 days later, 3 to 4 days later. Okay. Left her a voicemail, sent her a text. That's the 4th attempt. Okay. Because a voicemail is 1 attempt. Text message is the 2nd. Voicemail again, text message again. Usually on that 5th attempt, I get an answer, whether it be yes, book me, or no. Okay. Does that make sense to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me see. I've got some that I've like already done appointments with. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to cover up her address, but here's one. Okay. So this was from back in August. Okay. So here's my customer and her phone number. Y'all, please don't. I'm going to just show you the card, but don't be texting her. Okay. Don't be weird. Okay. So name, phone number. Okay. I did call one on August 4th. Okay. And I don't know what happened between August and September, but anyways, I reached back out. Oh, I think she asked me to call her in a few weeks or something. I don't remember. But call 2. Okay. Call 3. I tried one more time since there was a big gap here, and I got her booked. We did a phone facial on October 22nd. I cannot read upside down or backwards at 3:00. Okay. She was combination oily. She was worried about her pores. So I did microderm with her, her address. And then this down here is like who recommended her to me. So if it's not an event, it might be a referral. Okay. Like how did you get her name and phone number? That's what I always put on here. Does this make sense, guys? Okay. So you're just spacing out your calls just 2 to 3 days. And that way, when you get, like you're not pestering her because you're waiting a few days before you even follow up again. Does that make sense? So they don't feel like you're going crazy blowing her up. Now, if you did it every day, okay, we might need to talk because that's pestering and crazy. Okay. Now, you're going to have some people who say, can you ask me next month? We've got something going on like every week this week or this month. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to have that, especially spring break was last week or the week before, just depending on where you live. And you know what I mean? Like things get a little crazy at the end of the school year for some people. That doesn't mean people won't book. Okay. But if you have that, that's why I have these months, March, February, April. Okay. And then you can put them behind that specific month and call her the next month. Does that make sense? So I try to do every 3 days. Okay. So if I called people like today, I was calling and texting people in between those appointments earlier. So I did, so today's the 12th. So now I have this many people to call on the 13th, and I have nobody behind the 14th yet, but I have these people. Do you get what I'm saying? So when it comes to following up with your customers, last week we talked about your follow-up, like follow up in a few days or follow up in 2 weeks. You can take her card and put it behind the day that you want to follow up. Does that make sense? And then you don't even have to keep a revolving list. You just keep your box. Okay? Does that make sense? So when you do a fabulous game, and you guys know that I put those in sample packs, I do them in in-person appointments. The fabulous game is referrals. So if somebody sends you their list of referrals, all you do is take those referrals and put them on index cards and then add them. So the goal is for you to have some in here to work with, but then keep more leads. Okay, this is my extra leads to call once I'm done with working through these. Does that make sense? You want to keep bookings on your date book. Even if you're only doing, I work Saturdays and that's it in my business. Okay, well, keep your Saturdays full. You know, like whatever your schedule is, that's what you do. Okay. So here's a couple of tips for when you are doing the bookings. Okay. The first thing is look sharp. Okay. When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, it sounds like you feel good across the phone. Okay. If you're calling me and you just woke up from a nap or something, you're going to sound like woozy or something. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, look sharp. When you look good, you feel good, and you sound good. Number 2 is be enthusiastic. I'm not saying that you've got to be like, oh my gosh. Okay, nobody said do any of that, because if you call me like that, I might hang up on you. Okay. But I do want you to say, oh my gosh, Tony, guess what? I'm so excited. I recently started my Mary Kay business, and I would really love to meet with you and get your opinion on some products. Is there any reason why we can't get together? That's enthusiastic without scaring people. Okay. And if you notice, while I was talking, I was smiling. Okay. You might feel silly when you're talking, but when you smile through the phone, people hear it in your voice. Okay. If you're like, hey, Tony, this is Nikki with Mary Kay. I'm so excited. I just started my Mary Kay business. Like, y'all smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds different through the phone. Okay. Number 3, get the dollar signs out of your eyes. When you're constantly focused on money, or you're constantly focused on, gosh, I really got to pay my water bill this week, and I don't know where it's coming from. You have this poverty mindset, okay? And that poverty mindset can make you seem very needy, okay? And that is not attractive, okay? And I mean, even with your bookings, like, you want to seem attractive, okay? Like you're just living your best life, okay? Number 4. Okay, so a lot of y'all work virtually. I also work in person. I love both, okay? So can I just, for one, take a break for this bookings thing? You guys who are working 100% virtually, I just want you to know that you have never knocked on the door and people don't come. So if you're ever feeling like, oh my gosh, we only sold like $50 or we only sold $25, just remember, like, you didn't show up, drive there, look cute, pack the car, knock on the door, and nobody came to the door. Okay? Because I have had that happen like 10 times in my business in the past 6 years. Okay? And let me just tell you, it will build your confidence. And it will make you grow. So I just wanted to say that, because old school Mary Kay, we didn't have virtual. When I was first building my business, we didn't do that. So you guys have an advantage. So what I mean by that is don't take advantage for you. You guys have it made, is what I'm saying. So work what you got, okay? Don't get discouraged as easily because you're not driving and packing the car and looking hot and showing up in your heels and they are like not answering the door, but they're peeking out the window. Because I've had that. Okay. Anyways. So number 4 is when you knock on the door for an appointment, think bookings. Okay. That also means in translation for a virtual party. Okay. Think bookings. No matter what I do, okay, I need you to understand it's better to have $100 party with 2 new bookings than it is to just have a $200 party and no bookings. Okay? Because those new bookings are going to bring more income, more customers. It's more income long term. Okay? And it's going to keep you going. So you want to make sure you're getting some kind of bookings on your date book from that. I always try to shoot for 2 people to book a party. And I say it. All right, guys, are y'all so excited to do a party? I know you are. We've had so much fun. And listen, the hostess doesn't really do anything but invite her friends and be a little social butterfly and comment on everything. So who's going to book a party? Everybody comment party. Okay? Like just be you. You don't have to sing or anything. But just, I'm telling you, it's a big deal to get some bookings. Okay? Big deal. Number 5, think of your customers' interest, not yours. Okay? What's good for your customer, not what's good for you. Okay? Because when you start to put other people's needs before your own, you will get your own filled. Okay? So if a girl looks at me and she says, okay, maybe she doesn't have any fine lines or wrinkles, okay, but she says, is this repair set? I mean, this is a higher price. It's probably a really good product. Do I need that or do I need the TimeWise 3D? Don't try to sell her something that's higher priced to make extra money when the real truth is she just needs anti-aging. Okay? You will keep her longer as a customer. She will book and send more people to you if you do her right. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Number 6, you got to look busy, act busy. Okay. I'm so busy, girl. Hold on. I don't know if I got any bookings for the rest of this week. Let me look into next week. Okay. When you look busy, it means that people are really interested in what you have to offer. So, like, she might need to hurry up and get on your date book. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You got to look busy and act busy. I really am busy. In case y'all were wondering, I'm a busy girl. I'm a really busy girl. Okay. Number 7, have your date book full. Okay. I mean, when you open your date book at an appointment, y'all, this is what my appointments look like this week. Okay. Is it look full? I know it does, girl, because it is. The only thing is for Easter, instead of leaving it blank, I put some Easter stickers. Okay. Because I'm not doing appointments on Easter. But the other thing, I don't know if it's on here. One thing that I want to give you guys a recommendation on when you do your calendar, okay? I like to box out the hour that I have open for an appointment, okay? Because when I open up my date book to put an appointment on the calendar, I want to say, okay, Thursday I could do 11 o'clock, or on Friday we could do 12:45. What's best for you? You get what I'm saying? Like, you decide your time slots, but box them out. Does that make sense? Okay. And then the other thing is, like, this one right here is a sticker. Hold on, I'm gonna try to show y'all this. This one right here is a sticker, okay? Because she decided she didn't want a facial. Okay, that's fine. So I had her name, her phone number, and her address written in on my calendar. Well, instead of like marking it out or scratching it out because I'm pissed off she just canceled on me or whatever, okay, I just take a sticker that's blank and I put it over it, okay, so that I can reschedule and it doesn't look crazy, okay? That's just my quick tip out of my brain. for your calendar, okay? Because I found that, remember, whatever we speak and whatever we think is our reality, okay? And so if I'm like, oh, she was canceled on me, like angry, marking it out, then guess what? I'm going to feel that way about all of them. Okay. And then I'm going to hate my calendar and hate my booking calls and all of that crap. Okay. So you just got to have a little bit more of a positive attitude. Now I just said, oh, well, I can get another party in that day, and she didn't wait till the last minute. She told me ahead of time. So that's good. Right. Okay. So have a date book full, even if it's so-and-so's birthday, or we got so-and-so's anniversary, or I just want to put a cute little sticker right here and a cute little sticker over here, because the truth is, y'all, if your calendar is blank and your business is ran on bookings, you're going to be very frustrated when you open up your calendar, okay? It's a mental thing. It really is. So, I mean, stickers and calendar supplies are 100% a tax write-off, okay? I need my planner accessories, tax write-off, okay? But it also is going to help you in your head not get discouraged when you open up your calendar, okay? So I think that's important. Number 8, you select the date and give them a choice of 2 times. So when I do my booking appointments, schedules, whatever, I always say, does a morning or afternoon work best for you? At the end of my little spiel, okay? And she'll say, let's say she says afternoon. Okay, well, on Wednesday, I have a 3 o'clock, or Thursday, I have a 1 o'clock open, which is best. Okay? So you want to give them 2 choices, no more than 2. And you want to be specific, okay? If you're just like, okay, well, what's best for you? Do you know how many time slots there are in a week? A lot. Okay? So don't listen. A confused mind does nothing. Give her 2 options and move on. Number 9, book close in. I don't book appointments a month out. I don't know what I'm doing in May. I barely know what I'm doing at the end of April, okay? So I book probably 2 weeks or less, okay? 2 weeks or less on your date books for parties, facials, anything, sharing appointments. That's why weekly I post what's available for sharing appointments, because we don't need to book 3 weeks out. We're booking for this week, okay? Number 10, you got to make your hostess feel special. You guys, I have in my booking box, okay, these things in the back. Okay, it's a coaching checklist, and I can put, these are on our Nikki's Queen Bees under files, okay, on the Facebook group. But it's a coaching checklist for an in-person appointment. I'm going to send her a pic collage. I'm going to get the hostess to create a group text with me, and then there's 2 separate texts that I send, okay? Up next is virtual party coaching checklist. And I'll literally just check it off, okay? It's going to tell me what to create the party group and set up my posts. It is send this to the hostess, text her your hostess program, message her the invite script, message her a post for her to post on her Facebook, okay? Are y'all so excited? So these are already made for you. You just got to cut them out and put them in your box, okay? So keep in touch with your hostess, okay? If you don't talk to her until the day before her party, it may not go so well, okay? It just might not. So you want to kind of create some kind of communication there, okay? So I always recommend my coaching checklist, so you don't even have to think about it. You just check it off. All right? Number 11, have a booking list or leads at all times. Okay, so you want to have like some kind of, if I don't have, here's the truth, y'all. My 11 o'clock, she canceled. She ain't rescheduled. So I just said, okay, well, what can I do at 11? Since I had enough time slot booked off for her, what can I do at 11 that will be income producing. Okay? Because that's the point of the business. This is a business, income producing. So I made booking calls from 11 to 12 to book more appointments on my date book because that is income producing, right? I also put all my orders together that I needed to get done, that needed to go out today. Okay. So if somebody cancels, do you have a plan in place for when that happens? Because it's not if it happens, it will happen. People will cancel. Half of your appointments will cancel or reschedule. Okay. Which brings me to my next point, number 12. Remember to always overbook. If you really want to hold 3 parties a week, you should probably book 6. Okay? So that way, and then if they all hold, they were in time slots that you were okay with, and you just make extra money this week. Does that make sense? So overbook. Life happens. People have to postpone sometimes. Y'all, doctor's appointments or your kid vomiting, you can't control. Okay? So people do reschedule at times. Okay? Sometimes they just cancel and decide they just don't got time for this. And it doesn't matter. Move on. Okay, number 13. Send a thank you note to your hostess in advance. I even do this, even if she's not a hostess, but she's a facial, I do this. Okay? She will get a card in the mail for me and it'll say, thank you. I'm so excited to meet with you on Saturday at 12 o'clock. I will be there, rain or shine. Hugs, Nikki. And then inside her card has hostess perks, like just a cutout of my hostess perks. And it also has a little card that has it's like an appointment card. Okay. So it's got her date and time and location of the appointment. And then my business card. I put my business card in there. Okay. And I send all of that in the mail. I showed up at my facial today at 1 o'clock. She had it sitting on the table. The cute little card that I had mailed. Okay. It's a big deal because it also helps people to hold their appointment. They got something in the mail from you. Okay. That cost you 50 cents to mail. Okay. Number 14. Remember, booking is sharing. Booking is sharing. So when you book an appointment, you're also not just sharing the products, but you can also book her for sharing the business opportunity. Okay. And team building may not be something that you want to do, but here's what I want to tell you about team building. For one, it's residual income that you didn't have to touch or do anything for. Okay. Other women come in and they work this business, and I teach them everything because I'm the sales director, and all you do is cheer her on. You're doing so good. I'm so excited. And you're making money because she's working. That is residual income. Okay, it's smart. The other thing to that, so not just financially, but you're also changing her life. Okay, you don't know if she needs that extra $100 a week. You don't know if she needs friendships and more confidence. Okay, Mary Kay has a lot to offer. Okay, so sharing that business opportunity. You guys, how many people do you have booked for Thursday night? And I'm doing a Kate Spade drawing. Okay. I did 3 faces today, one at 1 o'clock and then a double facial at 3. All 3 of them are hopping on the Zoom tonight. Cause I said, we're doing a Kate Spade drawing at the end of the month. I'd love to have you on our video on Thursday. It's going to be super quick, straight to the point. You don't have to say yes to signing up to Mary Kay, but you get an entry and you're going to get some coupons to use on future orders. You want to hop on? And then if you get recruits, guess what? You get bonuses and free products. So exciting. Okay. Number 15, remember, you won't book every single person that you ask. The average is that if you make 10 phone calls, 2 people will book with you. 2 out of 10 will book. That's 1 in 5. Okay. So don't get discouraged. My goal when I first started as a consultant and I was really working the business, I made 10 phone calls a day. 10 a day. Y'all, I went to school full time as a college student. I worked 40 hours a week as a server. I did National Guard 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks out of the summer. and I had a husband and bills to pay at home. I was a busy girl when I first started this business. Okay. But I made 10 calls a day. 10 calls. Took me 30 minutes to make 10 phone calls because, some of them I answer. So, but if they don't answer, then my favorite ones are the ones that don't even have their voicemail set up. I'm like, oh, click. I'm going to do my text. Because I'm like checking it off. Okay. So remember that not everybody will book. But if you're consistent in your booking calls, your date books will be beautiful. Okay. They will be covered. You'll be so excited. Number 16, which is kind of what I just said, but have a booking goal per day. I recommend 2 bookings a day or 10 a week. Okay. So if you're making your 10 calls a day for 5 days, that's 2 bookings on average. I'm not saying that every single time you make 10 calls, you're going to get 2 bookings. Sometimes you might do 10 calls and get 5 bookings. Okay. But the average is still 2 out of 10 will book with you. Okay. Number 17, try the calls. Okay. Try the calls. Just try it. Do it for 30 days. See what happens. And then if you like what happened in 30 days, do it again for 30 more days. And just keep going. You guys, calls are always my go-to if I feel stuck in my business or if I feel like we got to get some more recruits. We got to get some more sales. Like I'm always like, I want to do some more because I don't feel like I'm working. I'm just having fun. So my calls are not stressful because I've done them for so long. So just do them, take it 1 week at a time. Okay, this week I'm going to do my calls Monday through Friday or whatever makes you happy, okay? Just try it. Number 18, remember booking is a numbers game, okay? So 2 out of 10 will book with you, but remember half of them may cancel. So if you book 5 people for facials, whether that be a phone facial, whether that be a Facebook party, whatever, 5 of them may not. If you booked 5, you might have 2 or 3 that back out. Okay? It happens. And last but not least, number 19, follow the 3-foot rule. I always say if she's within arm's length of me, I can talk to her and get her name and number before I leave. Because here's the deal. Mary Kay Ash said that God put those people within reaching distance of you for a reason. Are you going to have a conversation with them? They are a booking prospect. All I have to do is say, hey girl, listen, I don't have my business card on me, but I wanted to tell you, I've been really enjoying talking to you for a second. I think your hair is so cute or whatever. Just give her a compliment. Okay. Hey girl, oh my gosh, your headband is so stinking cute. And I'm in a face race and I would love to pamper you and get your opinion on some products. Can I send you my business card? And grab your phone, wait for her to text. You put her number in. Okay, I'm going to send you my business card. I'm in a face race. That is so cute. If she said I'm in a face race, I'd be like, that sounds really cool. Yeah, put me down. Okay? So follow the 3-foot rule. Anyone coming within 3 feet of you is a booking prospect. Okay? All right, you guys, those are 19 quick tips on bookings. We also went over the booking box. You guys, I want you to unmute or you're more than welcome to comment in the chat and tell me what your takeaways are. Who wants to go first? Okay, I'll pick somebody.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I appreciate, I love the idea of the index box.
Okay.
I love that.
Yay.
And then if you put all these in place with that index box, you've got a game plan. No matter, if you when I go to physical therapy tomorrow, it's full of women. All the physical therapists are women. Hey, I got an opportunity to sit and talk to about 5 people.
Yes, that's so good. So good. Who is talking? Because it says Galaxy.
Oh, this is Pam. I'm sorry, I didn't give my name. Hi, Nikki.
I was like, I know this voice, but I can't put a face with the name, or a name with a
I'll have
voice.
to change that next time. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you, Pam, for sharing. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. So welcome, ladies. I'm so glad to have you on the meeting, and I'm glad to be here. So I always love the box. I think right now with my new position, the hardest thing for me is finding the time, but I have to be disciplined with my time and, use my time wisely where it fits and where it works and giving them options,
Shelly, don't forget you're a rock star. You just got to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just got to do it.
Okay, who's next? Tony, you want to share?
Tony Lynn.
Gotta figure out these buttons. I'm not used to Zoom. I closed it out when I went to go hit the thing. Yeah, I'm a scatterbrain because I got so much going on with homeschooling and this and that and multiple businesses. The box I think is going to be very helpful. I did go out and buy me a planner because having it wrote down in front of me and being able to see it is so much better. So I really love the tips on the box. I'm going to implement that.
Yay.
Because being able to see it and just have everything broke down is just.
It's
Yeah.
less stressful. It's like all I got to do today is what's behind the number.
Right. It does. It does take away a lot of the stress. So you're not so overwhelmed.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. Tracy, you want to go next?
Hey there. Yeah, I love the idea about the box too. And I've got to get busy and get my box made because I've got some leads that I have not followed up on. And I hate to say that, but I've got leads that I need to reach out to. And I'm with her on the part of, working full time because I'm going from the house from 7 to 6 every day. So trying to get it all fit in sometimes is difficult,
Right.
but I just got to make the time.
Well, it's doable. It's not impossible. We can do this. Don't feel like you got to do all 30 calls in one night or something, but break it up and maybe do it on a lunch break or something. Fit a couple in during the drive-through. You know what I mean? That's why I keep my box in my car so I can do it when I have that free second. Okay, Trina, you want to go next?
Yeah, I think mine is more with number 4 that you mentioned about thinking about bookings, because I've been concentrating on selling and not focusing on the parties. So
Right.
like I have an order here, order there. Now, like today, I did have someone reach out to me and then I did talk to her. I was like, hey, I know you have a daughter. I'm thinking about doing mommy and daughter spa parties, and she was like, sure.
Oh,
But I
good.
haven't been doing that. So I think before I even get to the box, because I don't have the leads, is to concentrate on those bookings.
So when you're a brand spanking new consultant, remember I sent you in the mail a welcome letter and it had like this 21-day challenge and it's just about booking your people that grab that and run with it for a little bit until you're ready to do a box. Because it'll help you so much, especially with like what to say as a new consultant to book your friends and family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snag that and run with it. There is another galaxy on here.
Nikki, can I interrupt right there just a minute?
Yeah.
Because what you just said, a new consultant with a welcome letter,
Uh-huh.
couldn't you take that welcome letter and your families and friends and start your box with that?
Yeah. You can take your names of your friends and family and make little cards for them. Why not?
Okay.
Who was that? I didn't.
This was Pam.
Probably me, Nikki.
It was Pam.
Oh. Who's the other galaxy? Nobody?
There's
I
a
got
Galaxy
Nikki, Terry.
A32.
Oh, hey,
and
Terry.
S20.
Hi.
Hey, girl, you want to share?
I like the idea of the index box too and the cards. And I wrote down the date book. Good for me just before you even said anything about it. So I'm proud of myself for that.
Woo woo.
Yeah, so, yeah,
All right.
just trying to get organized,
I
trying to get
love
everything
it.
set. Looking forward to our call tomorrow.
Me too, girl. Me too. You guys, thank you so much for
Yeah.
hopping on. If you're going through this and you're working on your bookings and you have questions, don't forget we have seasoned consultants who have been in for a hot minute and been doing this. So please post all your questions and things on Voxer. All those girls, I promise they like answering and helping each other. I think we all do. So comment on Voxer on our group if you guys have any questions when you start to set up your box and all of that. Okay. But snag those scripts. Your newbies, don't forget about your scripts that are in your welcome envelope. And then the other scripts that if you're a seasoned consultant, y'all know I posted that maybe a month ago, but it's under files on our Nikki's Queen Bees group. Okay. You guys have a good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Good night.